Okay, so there's a couple of studs with nuts on the inside here that we'll take off and see if that gives us any more freedom. I need a do you need 10 out of this set there, I guess, 1/4 inch? Okay, so it looks like we might not have much else on your side. What else is holding it on this side? Anybody know?
Sound off on the comments.
I bet you have to pull the frickin'... Let's look at the other cat. I think we have to pull the frickin' wiper towel. Well, that part's moving. This part is not. Why is this part not?
Maybe look underneath.
You can't see shit. That's going into the ether. That's very hot. I'm guessing there's another freaking nut on this end of it, but I have no idea. Oh.
Holy shit.
Okay, can you get a hold of anything over there that's not breakable?
Probably
watch
not.
those vacuum lines don't step on us. You okay?
No, I just got scared.
Oh. Okay, hold on. It looks like it's actually the heater hoses that are stopping it. Check that they're not hung up on anything. Oh, it's the freaking clamp. Okay. I don't know for a fact, but I think there's one bolt here, one bolt there, and one bolt over off the corner of the back valve cover there. I'm hoping that if we do those three that we'll at least be able to start making the thing move, and then we can figure out where else it needs to be disconnected. Assuming these bolts will even. So far so good. At least everything on this cab is absolutely covered in undercoating. The other cab is going to be probably a nightmare, which is of course the one we need to not break stuff on.
Good news is that it's not connected to anything, that cab, so it's easier to work at.
Yes, it's not on the... when they put the frickin' heat shield over top of the frickin'... Oh, sorry, there's one more at the bottom, looks like. So there's 4 bolts, I guess, for the heater core and condenser assembly. What's holding it down? Like what? Oh my god. What voodoo magic is this?
Well, we can't see, I guess.
Well, maybe it's got to slide sideways. That's so dumb. Why would you do that? I don't even know how I would do that. And you can't get a hold of anything. Ah. Okay, I'm gonna get a primer, right, guys? The only disadvantage to having nice undercoated vehicles is you touch anything and you're black immediately. And I don't mean the race. I'm talking oil, exhaust stuck to the oil, dirt stuck to the oil. It's literally like grease and tar anytime you touch anything. So
There's pros and cons to everything.
oh yeah.
Of course, if you live in Arizona or something, you don't really have to worry about it. Unless you live in the mountainous parts of Arizona, which do get quite a bit of snow.
Yeah, exactly. What? How? What is this magic? somebody's probably sitting in the comments going, you gotta do this.
Somebody probably
I don't know what this is.
Why don't you look at your other cab that's just sitting out in the breeze?
I mean, we could do that, but I'm guessing if it's something on the inside, that's not going to help us. Upon further inspection, it is just voodoo magic. Wow. Oh, there we go. Helps when you're not prying on parts that are stuck to the cab. Why is it like that? I could not tell you, but it just has two little tabs and this guy that slide into the bracket on the cab, and then the nuts go over top of that.
When we remove it on the other cab, we'll give you a better look at it.
Yeah, I'll be able to see it as long as we can actually get the nuts undone. That one is my concern. This one is lovely. Easiest heater core removal I will have ever done from a fastener standpoint. Every time I do a Mark II, the nut is seized to the stud, so the stud starts to spin in the plastic inside and you cannot remove it.
When we do the white Golf, I'm sure you're going to see that.
No, it should be fine because it's not a rusted mess. But any other one that's not an Alberta or otherwise car, yeah. Okay, there's one more way back there. I don't even know how you reach that.
Yeah, it's like over here.
Right off the back corner of the...
Actually, it's not in the frame at the moment.
Okay. And there's stuff in the way immediately. Again, you're not supposed to ever do this, either with the cab on the truck or with the engine in the truck.
And if we'd had more time and we thought about this, maybe we would have did this when the cab
Oh yeah, we
wasn't
should
on
have
the
for sure done the heater core swap while the cab was off, but we didn't have time for that because I don't have that luxury usually. I can't wait till I have a shop, and when we go to actually do a project, we can do it through to completion at once.
I know.
And not have to worry about the weather stopping us from doing things.
It is nice to shoot outside from a light standpoint sometimes, though.
Oh yeah, but we can always get decent quality. Come on.
There it comes.
Holy. We can always get decent lights from a interior lighting standpoint, but
Yeah.
the number of times we've had to stop or whatever because of weather, ridiculous.
Well, we've only been stopped once by a rainstorm coming in, and that rainstorm ended up being spit for 2 minutes, and that was it.
Yeah. But when I do all kinds of other stuff, it's always rain that's, or snow or whatever that's stopping me. Okay, so now I guess let's briefly check on the inside to see if anything's moving, and if it is, then we'll switch back to in there. So it was actually the heater hose clamps on the... Okay, hold on. But it's AC now stopping us. Heater hose clamps that were stopping us before. No, I think it's just the glue that's stuck to it. It's supposed to seal it to the cab. Oh no, it's this. Hold on. Okay.
Bad, bad.
I W gone. Okay, so it's really not that bad once you
Figure out what
have
to do.
everything released. Okay,
Okay, so
now we're ready to steal that whole assembly from the other one, do everything we just did all over again. But now we know what we're doing, kind of. Steal that heater box assembly, put it in this truck, put that dash in this truck, and then start putting things together finally. Okay, we're gonna do it all again, but we're gonna try and be a little more proactive this time now that we know what kind of has to happen before other things. worst part about this is going to be getting this dash faceplate off without breaking stuff. Those are from the top. That's from the plug. Put it all together and you got a giant piece of crap. Okay. Seat. Okay. For the dash panel, we have to remove, where did my Phillips go? The cup holder. There's 2 screws on each side. Hold it into the dash. This one we do need because we don't have a cup holder for the other one. Although yeah, we're just going to use everything from this unless it proves to be. That looks like it's broken already, which is great. It's very, very hard to find one of these dashes that doesn't have some part of the plastic broken or just completely decayed by sun.
Yeah, this one's in shockingly good condition considering.
Just don't look at it cross-eyed. If we smack it around at all, it'll be broken.
If we get it out of here today without breaking it, that would be a miracle.
Well, if we break it, I'm not putting it in, so then we have another problem. It's broken. There goes the screw. Where it went.
I thought it was on the plastic that fell out.
Oh, maybe it was. I got the screw in my hand. Okay. So yeah, there's lots of broken plastic here that's what's supposed to hold the dash panel on. You know how it be. It's going to get kicked off for sure. Take the ashtray out. There's 2 more screws. Get off me, flies. You're gonna die. Dead. Okay. Should come out of there. Ashtray. Complete. Achievement unlocked. I want to say that's pretty much it. Minus some spring clips. This is where you break the whole dash panel trying to remove it.
Task failed successfully. Can't you just put that in the gear?
Nope, not with a key. Or a brake. I'm not going to be able to get this out of here. Friggin'. Oh, maybe I can tilt this down. Curse you!
There's a plug there on the...
Yeah, on the cigarette lighter and on the 12 volt there. I just wanted to get this side out if I can. There we go. Task failed successfully. You want to go. Go.
I will take this to the steel building, keep it out of the sun.
Yeah, that one looks like it's in good shape, other than the tabs that are broken off for everything that's supposed to hold it on. But you know.
Well, 2 of the 3 that's...
No,
tabs are still there.
where the screws go.
Oh, okay.
I think the 2 for the ashtray are there, but the 2 for the cup holder are totally broken out.
Yeah, you're right.
I do have 2 or 3 other ones of those, so I can look and see if I got a better one, but that's good for now. Now I can carry on with the vacuum control here. Oh, I should have put those. Well, I guess I did. Always keep your screws with what they belong to. That's not even in there right spot. Save yourself a ton of hassle later when you're trying to figure out what the heck goes where and how you fasten it. Okay, I'm just going to do the same thing I did on the other one. It's not the proper way to do it, but it's the easier way to do it. Take the come on. Take the vacuum control modulator out, and then that can just get fished down in there later. That can stay with the dash. Okay, what have we forgotten? Do we dare look at these? Those ones are mint. And those ones are mint. We're doing that. Okay, so back to the steering column here after a wasp tried to eat me. The little cable that indicates what gear you're in, we have to remove because it's attached to the cluster, looks like, and I don't want to mess with that. So the end of the cable here is no problem. It's just a little rectangular loop end that's on, and you just have to pull the cable out a bit, which you'll watch the indicator change and turn it sideways as you slip it off of there. And then there's a plastic bracket with a plastic bolt, actually, that is the adjustment for where the indicator is when you're in each gear. So looks to me like the only way to get it out of there is to back that all the way out, and then when we put it back together, we'll play around with it a bit and see if we can get the indicators actually in the right location depending on what gear you're in. So this is just a plastic bolt, and there's a little bracket on a slider, and the cable has to be carefully popped through a little slot in the black plastic on the column. I don't know how strong these cables are, so be nice to them. And you slide it off of there, and then that's all there is to that.
There you go.
So that can stay with the dash. Now the column should be free to come right up out of here. Not miss any wiring that's in the way. There we go. Steering wheel still intact and all. Okay, you've seen all this before, but now you can actually see. So there's 3 bolts, or 3 nuts on studs here for the heater box, and the 4th one is hiding behind this insulation for some reason. I never thought about that. I don't think the other cab has any insulation. This will be for the diesel, so it's going to be louder, unfortunately.
Okay.
We could try and put it on, I guess. I don't really know what holds it onto the truck, though, other than a few of these guys. We could try and transfer it over if we can fit it. Getting it down in there will be the problem. But anyways, so the 4th one is behind there. So we got to take these 2 off first. It's supposed to be 10. Alrighty. Yeah, I think we're going to go take this up to the shop and just give it a real quick, gentle touch with the compressed air to get all the dirt and mouse poop and chunks of foam off it. Interesting. And then we'll slap this in the new truck. New cab.
Especially good shape on that one.
No, but it's better than what I got on the other one, which is nothing. Let's try this on here and see. Get something at least to try and keep some of the stuff out from the inside.
Yeah, we can confirm it's been changed. The heater core.
Well, looking at that, copper is the original one. This one's aluminum, so and it looks to me like it's much more recent than what an original would look like. So, okay. Well, I think that's about all there is to do.